sheep, my flock, my brethren, I bring you Gnosis. Fuck. Alright, so I have an ex-student of mine, I guess. Now he's like a friend. Because I've kind of given up teaching people shit. Because they don't care. So I don't teach things to people anymore, really. Rather, I show people that more so that it's cool to do these exercises like fucking anywhere, how short of a time that you need to invest in it. Um, but one of my friends, man, one of my good friends, I didn't even know this, but I went to his house over the weekend and he has a full studio, a full fucking podcast studio with like just everything you would ever need. Fucking expensive ass like $10,000 Mac computer, Atom, fucking mic, like all types of ill shit. Couldn't believe it. I forgot it. I'd seen it when I talked to him and shit on online, but it doesn't. I don't see like online talking online. You on just FaceTime, you can never see shit that's going on in someone's background really. And I don't give a fuck what other people have anyways. But when I got into this dude's house and looked around, I was mad because when I first started teaching this dude, uh, he he came in over to my house. We met online, just like, hello, Karen, get the manager. When I met my friend Adam, and I'm not knocking my friend. I'm just saying that this is like crazy to me, and I see it fucking happen with everybody everywhere. Uh, but let me just in the I know. Uh, I explain this to people and they don't listen, and it's been happening to people that I like have fucking been a mentor and a fucking teacher to for a long time, but nobody listens. So like I don't teach people shit anymore, but I do crazy shit on my YouTube channel, like give away secrets of secret societies and show you how to do their rituals and shit for funsies. But I don't do it for funsies though. I don't show you these things. I show them to you for so you could do them. I, so anyways, I walk into Adam's room and he has a podcast studio probably worth $15,000 at least with his setup of everything, computer shit, like all types of stuff. And this kid's been asking me to do like content and stuff, like, and help him with his content and how to he wants to monetize all his shit. Everybody's got to be a creator now and have their Instagram account has to be no, I'm not depressed. Their Instagram account has to be the professional dashboard, and it's monetize your everything online, dudes. You're don't click that stuff because it's like all it's doing is having Meta's trying to sell you ad space, right? And when people start learning occultism and shit like this, uh, they start thinking like, "Ooh, I could sell my course now. I have a perfect thing to sell a course on." Like, go. No one's gonna buy your fucking courses. No one's gonna listen to your bullshit. So but my friend Adam wanted like he's trying to teach people now like with some kind of class on like a Zoom or something how to do the LBRP, bro. It was the first thing I taught him. Here's the thing. It's okay to make money from entertainment, then you can grow your empire. Here's the thing. I'm talking about like being a true magician, like occultist, uh, doing hermetic ceremonial ritual magic, or what's called high magic, which is apotheosis with deities and shit. Blending your consciousness with the consciousness of the forces of the universe. Not manifesting like a penis pump to make your dick bigger. Yeah. So, not it was awesome, Karen. Yeah, it was awesome to see one of my students teaching other people the shit that he I taught him a long time ago, a couple years ago. I mean, he took a gamble on. He thought I think this dude thinks he's autistic. I'm autistic as shit too. All of my students are neurodivergent because you got to be a neurodivergent motherfucker to be a shaman, be a mystic, to see beyond the veils of everything that's going on around you and see beyond the bullshit and just look for that there's something more. The thing that drives you like that is being a neurodivergent person and personality and having hyper focus on things that really matter and all these different types of things. It's like it's a bit of the tism, right? At the same time, this dude's been like saying how been wanting to like do all this shit, and I'm like, yeah, I've if you go to my if you go to my channel and go to I don't have many videos because it takes too long to upload videos. But if I go live only because it transfers the video instantly and saves it onto YouTube instead of like trying to upload it all night. And then it doesn't upload and I try to upload it and then I end up just not uploading my shit. So I do lives to make fucking so I fucking Adam came over to my house. The first he saw me in some fucking some dude's like class online. And said I was from Florida. He was from Florida, so he hit me up after the class, like on a personal thing. And he came over, and for a week he lived at my house and learned a bunch of shit one on one. But he left, and he kept coming back every couple of months and stuff. But it got to this point where he just wanted to know the intricacies of the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. You can only go so far. Like, yeah, I was like, dude, we're not going over that pentagram shit because I wanted to throw him into planetary magic, and he never wanted to learn that. He just wanted to learn, quote unquote, what he says is the Earth grade stuff, and I'm like, dude, yeah, Karen, I haven't finished the story. Comments from the peanut gallery can happen after the story is told. So, anyways, like it was cool, and then he was saying how we need to be teaching more people and all this shit. Like, I don't do this stuff though for money or to make fucking friends or to whatever. I do this stuff literally because I had to learn it by myself with no masters, no mentors, no fucking teachers, no anything. I had to learn it myself. I didn't there was no one would tell me anything when I had questions, no one had the answers to them. The answer was I have a class and I have a this and I have a that you could buy for fucking like 7.99 PDF online. And it's like, yeah, it cheapens everything you're trying to talk about when you start bringing up the prices of your specialty classes and this and that if you want to know more. It's stupid as fuck and it's gay as shit. If you want to do that, all the praise to you. But I just think it cheapens your characteristics, or your character. So it fucks up your character if you're asking people for money for things that are, I think, like, don't chase the money, dude. It's like picking up girls or picking up finding a partner. You'll find the right person when you're not looking, right? Well, you'll get fucking you could become you could have a job working on, like, just making videos on YouTube, just being yourself. But you have to do it. You have to make the videos. If you go to my onto my and so anyways, like, girls some money. No, oh, it's like picking up, or I said it's like picking up a partner, if you want to say that. Money. So finding love and finding, like, making money off of the things that you love to do, those two things are the dream for many people, right? Finding the right person or making money off of the things that you love to do anyways. And you'll find like your soulmate when you're not looking for it. When you're just focusing on things that could better you, all of a sudden you're a pussy magnet or a fucking Mr. Right magnet or whatever. I talk in a different kind of nomenclature than maybe you were used to, Karen, but that's what I was trying to say. So, like, uh, yeah, so did I. And I never set out to do this stuff for any nefarious reasons. Of when I say nefarious, I kind of look at, if you have plans of being the next Damien Eccles, dude, the ship has sailed though. Like, the ship has sailed on occultism. Is like, it's so watered down now. You're not gonna make money off of selling your courses because everybody's already wrote that book, dude. We need new books, but no one's actually doing the work, the great work. And no one's actually a practicing magician that I talk to. They say they are, but they don't do the work. I can tell because I actually do the shit. I'm a psycho, dude. I felt like a complete fool last year when I opened up this fucking part of me that where I was a psychic for like a month and knew everything about everybody that I talked to, and I didn't like it, and I fucking asked God to take that off of me, take it back. I cracked into some fucking state of consciousness where I knew everything. And it was fucking scary. It was terrifying. I did not like it. Um, Real talk. Uh, but that's the type of, like, stuff that I pursue. It's called high magic. It's opening up doorways to talk to things that aren't here in this realm, and then making them more visible and more visible the more you talk to them and shit. I'm talking about doing ceremonial ritual magic, doing the daily rituals every day diligently for like years. I went out into the woods by myself, and my aunt had a shitty broken down trailer in a patch of like 5 acres of woods that she lived in back in the day, and she still has the property and she still has the trailer, and she still keeps it hooked up with electricity and shit, but she's never there. She let me live out there for 5 years, and I just ate like canned food and shit, and I didn't talk to very many people for long, long, long periods of time. And it was a exile into the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. You know what I'm saying? That every sage has to go through. And for me, it was an extended stay because I like the company of myself. Uh, I don't really care for the company of other people. If I survive better by myself. I laugh with myself. I'm my fucking own best friend, and I needed to find that out. because it's helped me more as I look back. That time that I spent out there alone allowed me to get through a lot of shit later on where I had to be strong by myself and like be able to like just brush like things off like they weren't anything, because like have complete confidence in myself that get through all these things that life throws at you. I'll always be good. But I only got that is, and that's what it boils down to, is this stuff, it breaks you down over and over again. You're invoking like or negative experiences kind of into yourself, or your karma speeds up when you start doing this stuff. And the things that you were supposed to like get like maybe a year from now, like your finances and everything going to shit because you fucked over someone 2 years ago, like you get your karma comes back, comes and hits you all at once, instead of waiting for it to hit you over the next 20 years, all the shit that you've done. And you have to grow into awareness that you can no longer do fucked up shit to people, and you have to stick by the rules of this, of being a cool and good person. Do unto others as you would have them do unto yourself. It's simple like that, but then well, what if I'm sent to war and I have to kill? Well, yeah, you have to kill people that are trying to fuck with your peace, because if they don't leave you alone, you they won't leave your family alone. You have to put people down and fuck people up that don't listen to the law of nature, which says don't fuck with you and I won't, don't fuck with me and I won't kill you. If I fuck with you, kill me, please. If I step over a certain line, please kill me, because I'm obviously tripping. I don't need to be here anymore. I view the same shit. I view that like with other people too. I have no problem seeing people go bye bye. It doesn't bother me when they deserve it. On the other hand, I don't believe in doing hex and curse magic a lot unless the person really deserves it, because I only use that stuff for death magic. And once again, let me talk about this. I'm a real magic practitioner that for 5 years did not do anything but read Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn books, Crowley books, uh, a bunch of other shit. I've read over 3,000 occult texts, and I took all the great shit from all the things that I read and put them all into one practice, and that's my practice. It's kind of like how Bruce Lee made Jeet Kune Do, which is today we would call mixed martial arts. Bruce Lee made up in the 70s. He took he studied all the martial arts all over Asia at the time, and he mixed them all together. He used the best techniques from all of them mixed together, and that is what's called Jeet Kune Do, or mixed martial arts. Uh, so I've made a form of like spiritual martial arts that's very akin to Jeet Kune Do, but it has like a Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn Rosicrucian base, right? Which most things do. Um, Even Wicca, Gerald Gardner fucking worked with Aleister Crowley to create Wicca. So Aleister Crowley had a hand in that. So, anyways, like, as my friend's sitting there talking about how we need to do this, we need to do that, I'm like, bro, you said this like 4 years ago. Like, I was like, I'm down for whatever. Uh, I don't make money. I am on disability, and I really don't care about money too much. Uh, Bills like rent and fucking food bills shit has to get paid, and food's getting almost like unaffordable, dude. And I'm just looking around. I'm like, this can't be sustainable, man. Like apartments for $5,000 a month and shit is crazy. That's the apartments that suck. And I don't even live in a crazy place. I live in Southwest Florida. Well, I do live in a kind of a crazy place, Southwest Florida. But like, it's just, I don't know, man. So I was like, just fucking like, I've never done this shit for money, and I'm not, I don't. It doesn't interest me to make money off of this kinds of stuff. Um, but it's still like a very big thing that eats my friends like thoughts up, and it just occurred to me out of nowhere. We were smoking a joint, and I was like, bro, it was last like late at night, and I looked over at him. I said, you know what, you motherfucker? I was like, you've had a full podcast studio for like all this time. I was like, you have like $15,000 worth of equipment in your room, dog. You have a $10,000 MacBook for editing videos, but you've never made one video this whole time. I was like, what are you doing? You've never like, I was like, we could have been making shit. You could have like dropped this shit off like at my house and come lived at my house for like a couple months or something, bro. We could have been making a bunch of content and then just had content to throw out every two a week for a couple months and then keep doing that and shit until we started getting. You can't even start getting monetized on a YouTube channel until you have 1,000 subscribers and like fucking people have watched your shit for like 2,000 hours and all this bullshit, dude. All these hoops that you have to jump through just to monetize your own shit. It's insane. The hoops that you have to jump through to get monetization, unless you want to use robots and shit and bots. Uh, but I don't find that fly. I don't find that attractive, and you don't have a good. If like 90% of your fan base, I don't 90% of your viewership is fake, and you bought it from a bot farm, it's there's no reason to do it because that means that no one's watching your shit. I'd rather have 50 subscribers that really like what I put out and fuck with shit and appreciate it. And just a thank you is cool. Like fucking, I'm not asking for money and shit either. Well, I'm just getting to the point that like I looked at this kid. I was like, wow, man. I just like got so fucking upset. I was like, dude, you've been talking about making content on this shit for years. I've made thousands of videos about the occult on my channel. You have to go to the live tab and you'll see that like it just keeps going. And I tried to delete my account and then like it asked if I would rather deactivate it like a while ago. So it was deactivated, and then like I kind of wanted to start making videos again after I tried to kill myself and all this shit. So anyways, I reactivated it, but all my videos, thousands of videos, I have to go through manually and unlock manually one by one if I wanted to put them back up. But it's they're gone. They're gone in the wind. I'm not doing that. Um, so yeah, it was weird, man. Like I don't think people. I guess people don't understand that like when you do fuck shit. There's like I guess the dude thought I was gonna sit there and just be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but just blow smoke up his ass and tell him how awesome his studio setup was. I didn't give a fuck how cool his studio setup was. I didn't give a shit at all about what he had. I don't care. And a lot of people have invited me to their houses and tried to show me all the cool bullshit they have, and I don't care how cool you are, because no, like things don't make you cool. If you have stuff, never try to flaunt it to your friends. Just think it like even if you're coming from a good place, don't talk about the shit that you have, because and then like my homies started getting into like, well, you don't ever have any money or anything, so like how do people are supposed to even like, if success is the proof. I was like, bro, I was like, yeah, success is the proof. I live with my mom. I choose to live with my mom because my father died when I was 15, suddenly fell off a ladder. Like, he owned his own painting company. Fucking, he was just trying to, he wasn't even supposed to work on the Saturday that but he did because it was like right before school started. We needed the money. He took the job and he fell off a ladder, died. So ever since then, I was like the oldest. It was like me and my two younger brothers and my mom. And there was a bond that was like created, a trauma bond created between all of us, that we've always lived together. Me, my two little brothers that are like in their 30s. I'm 37 and I live with my mom and stepdad. Always have. Uh, and it's not like I'm not ashamed of living with my moms and my brothers and shit. Like, we all make money, or I used to make a lot of money as like a cook and shit. My brothers all make good money. Like, they're fucking. It's just a choice that we've made. Um, I don't wear nice clothing. Uh, I don't take. I don't have nice things. I don't. I sleep on concrete flooring. I rip my carpets up, and I don't really use my mattress. I like to sleep on cold concrete. I like to have a bad time in life, so when or I like to sleep and live in uncomfortable conditions because I know things are going to get uncomfortable, and I would like to be so comfortable in those uncomfortable times. That's just me though. You will not see me crying and passing out and not being able to carry on because I don't have my Gucci bag when the apocalypse happens, dude. I can go for weeks without eating and sleeping. I can I can do crazy shit. I won't even talk about the things that I can do because it sounds stupid, and it's just the things that I've like been finding out that I can do and see, like when I meditate and think about things, like I have like answers immediately and all this shit. Like when I've heard about people getting downloads or upgrades or something, I was like, what is this? Is like gay, weird, hippie, new age talk, dude. But that's the real thing, man. I've been getting strange fucking downloads from somewhere else, with like Gnosis from the archangels and shit. It's all I work with archangels. I don't work with any of the demonic spirits. No Goetia for me or anything. But so I had to like walk away with my girl, and I looked at her and I was like, she's like she we spend all the time together, all the time. We live together. She works. We share a room. She works in my room all day because she does like patient scheduling and stuff for a hospital from home, and things that you would think you would get sick of someone after a minute. Like, we just hang, like we're peas and carrots. We're together all the time during a lot of shit. I have fun just sitting there like writing and shit, and she's in the back, or she's like on the other side of the room working, doing her desk job, and we have a good time. I don't need anything, and she doesn't either. Like I don't need. I put my mattress back on the floor, and like I do like the sheets now and shit because women do kind of do like a little bit of comfort and shit, but like you don't need Gucci sheets, dude. You just need some sheets that are clean. You know what I mean? Like, the snuggle party is created by the people snuggling, not the thread count on your motherfucking bed and things of that nature. Um, the cool haircut you got. If you if you got the haircut and you think it looks dope, by all means. You know what makes people look ugly? You ever looked at people and there's like people like in mainstream culture that look like they're not, it's called being not conventionally like attractive or whatever, right? But then there's something about the not some conventionally attractive people that make them look super sexy because there's something about them. You know what that something is? It's confidence, and it's they have confidence in themselves. And people don't, I guess like a lot of people don't have that. It's strange to me to see people not like confident and just like, I'm gonna make this day my bitch, dude. Like it's been my mantra when I get up in the mornings. I say I'm going to make this day my bitch. I'm going to make it suck my cock. Either the world is sucking my dick today or it's sucking my dick today. I can't lose. It's something funny that I say, but something funny that I say, but it's something that I hold very, it's a real thing. I believe in myself supremely. And I say that to say this, like a lot of my a lot of friends that I have, it's all online people that I just try to guide because I see them being guided every which way but the right way by online guru occultists. So I will see, I check message boards and stuff and just to see if everything's going smooth because I don't like to see like people getting taken advantage of by smooth talking motherfuckers. I see people that pay crazy prices a month on Patreon for some people's like Patreons, dude, that people are paying like 50 to $100 to just be a part of like group rituals every Sunday night for this one dude I know, to learn absolute stuff that they could learn for straight up free if they put a little concentration and elbow grease into their learning, into their education. And then it's everything's in the doing. If you want to know about, if you want to learn ceremonial ritual magic, you have to do it and stop asking questions about what it does. Just do the shit. And you will see and feel, instead of being told what it's like, you will have the experience of it and you will understand it then. You won't be a, it's not all it's not mystical and shit, but it does become mystical if you put in the work, the groundwork of like 2 3 years every single day, denying yourself food, fasting a lot. I fast 4 days a week. uh I don't wash my hair or my beard. I don't do anything with it. I don't comb anything. But for some reason, I put product in my hair today for like the first time in a while. Sorry, guys. I don't. Anyways. Yeah, cool. Sorry, guys. Anyways, like, I don't. I practice semen retention, brahmachara. Uh, I don't. I don't use anything but soap and water when I take a shower or a bath. I take baths when I bathe. I bathe maybe twice a week, and I wash my hair once a week. Uh, when I eat like shit. I eat popsicles and candy pretty much, or I'm eating salads and shit. But I try to stay away from meats, and I try to fast 4 days a week. I haven't been drinking enough water. That's something I have to do. But it's all these things that you like. All these little things are things that are gonna prime you to be a great magician or whatever you want to call it, a witch or whatever. I had a point when I started this, so yelled at Adam. I still don't know why that he. I can't get over it, man. I think I just wanted to get that off my chest that I was pissed off about that. Like, the dude's got a whole. He's. This motherfucker has every single little thing, trinket that you will ever need for anything ever in Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn magic, dude. Like, and I'm not. It's amazing. I didn't even know he had all this shit though. Like, he's a student of mine, man. Like, I talked to him a lot over online. Not anymore. I stopped teaching this shit to people, one on one and stuff, because no one appreciates it. Just no one cares. What up, nigga? Um, but I've stopped teaching this shit one on one because no one appreciates it. No one. You have like. Love you. I love you too, bro. Uh, because they don't. No one understands the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into this shit. Because they don't see. They don't. No one sees the. Oh yeah, I was saying like. I had a realization. Like my friend asked me. He was like, "Well, are you like all right?" I was like, he was like, "What have you like manifested at all?" Because I was like, bro, I was like, after all the things that I've manifested for all y'all bitch ass niggers, like, I have made so much shit come into y'all's lives. You've seen it. You've experienced it for yourself. I've made people's lives better with one sigil working. I've made a dude get a job on Wall Street. I I can help people with all types of shit with a sigil work magic working. Very easy for me. But getting to that place, yeah, yeah. But getting to that place of being able to manifest a job on Wall Street from one of your friends because they want to have more money. Um, I don't want to work on Wall Street, and I don't really care about making much money, bro. I never would want that for myself, but that was what my friend wanted, and I helped him get it within the next day after I did the sigil working. I performed an all night ritual about this, leading to the culmination of burning the sigil that I made for it. And as the sun was coming up, I worked all night on it. Passed out and then had a message from him. Hey man, I just got fired today. I just got fired today and shit. Uh, what the fuck, man? Like, I was like, oh yeah, well, and I explained to the dude that that he might get fired from his job, things might get shaky and stuff, because I'm uprooting his whole. I was like, I will be uprooting your whole life, and you're gonna have to start from scratch, doing something else. Because he was bitching about his current job. Like, I make some money, but I don't love it. I was like, well, would you like to do a different job and love it? Where would you like to work? He used to work on Wall Street. I was like, well, would you like to work there again? Yeah. Well, let's see how it plays out, and then we'll adjust accordingly with new sigils as you go forward in your career. And that was what the plan was. And then he freaked out when his job fired him the next day for some shit. And I was like, he called me freaking out. I'm like, dude, I told you this is gonna happen. It's gonna uproot you from your situation that is like keeping you from not becoming a wealthy person, and just keeping you on a grind. You're being used by the guy that owns the company. How the fuck are you going to get wealthy if you stay at a place like that? And you have to be able to accept the uprooting if you're going to accept the fact that you can use this to make a better future for yourself. But you have to be the one to you have to go through the fearsome storms that it brings too, though. And you can't be a little bitch and cry about it either. You have to be a man and take the shit on your chin like a girl. So he a couple hours later, I get a call and he goes, dude, how'd you do it? I said, how'd I do? I said, I went and I made another sigil, like an emergency sigil, about him like getting a stable job and shit, and like just having financial stability and shit. And then like later that night he called me and he was like, hey man, my old boss called me and he wants me to start Monday in on Wall Street again, like for this fucking one hedge fund, dude. And that's just a small little story. And then I just left him alone to let him like fucking do what it do at his like job and shit. I never got a thank you from him though. He never said thank you. And I was going through and I was like, I got a friend, I got my tight friends, a tight friend group of seekers that I like really respect and love, and I have a Telegram group for us that I don't give out to everybody. And how I find like good people is through here, the people that talk on my YouTube channel. If you watch me, obviously you're a little fucked up in the head too. And that's cool. I probably am gonna enjoy your company just as much as you enjoy watching my bullshit. So I usually send out an invitation to certain people that seem dope. For no other fact than I need friends about this shit. Plus, I'm older than a lot of the people that are in the shit. Most of the people are in their 20s. And I can help guide young men usually into being better versions of themselves, to be better fathers, husbands, shit like that. And then everybody that's in there has always said thank you for me doing something for them. There's nobody in there, and I use that as a metric to judge like who gets to be in my group. And like if I do like a fucking short tarot reading for someone, or if I do like a sigil thing or anything, I've noticed that people, I don't charge money for anything. And I also, I will go live and I will be on video looking completely like shit because I don't care. And I have swag, dude. I don't need cool clothes. I can make any fucking clothes work because I have my own individual swagger. It's unique and it's dope. I can say that with all objective. I've got, yeah, as the kids say, Vinny is a younger dude. As the kids say nowadays, I have aura, and it's a natural thing. It's and I but I work on it because I do daily rituals. Usually, I haven't done them in a long time, like 2 months. I need to get back into daily rituals, but I've been doing this for 7 years every day. So you can take breaks after a while when it'll burn you out and shit. But it's not the clothes that you wear. It's not your cologne. It's not your big dick or your special fingering technique, dude. It's not money that you spend on a date. It's not in any of those things. It's not flowers that you bring. It's not how much you try to like lie to her parents about being such a gentleman. It's what it is it's about aura, guys. And it comes from believing in yourself and being a fucking the man. Yeah, dude. Well, at least you've been forcing yourself to do the LBRP. I, on the other hand, have not done it in months. Well, I have, but like not as much as I like to do it. But also, I can't feel my hands and shit, and I got a bunch of pinched nerves and fucked up, busted up nerves and shit in my back. And that popped up out of nowhere, but I wasn't able to. I'm barely able to walk or stand, man. Which was another like I had this. So another question was for my friend was why do I have like medical problems and shit? And I'm like if I'm like dude, if I'm so I was like oh okay. So what you think is I was like what you think is what you see from like sporadic videos here and there that you barely watch. Uh, you think that I think success is having like a perfectly healed body. That's not a thing, first of all. I should be in a wheelchair. I shouldn't be able to walk around, but because I do yoga every day and I actually do these exercises a lot, usually every single day, and I stuck to a program and I ate right and I stuck to Dr. CB's diet for a long time. I did all the things that have kept me out of a wheelchair. I don't talk about that kind of stuff because I'm not trying to like because no one cares. I'm not trying to like make you think I'm cool. I know I'm cool. I don't need you to tell me that, and I don't need any approval of anybody. You do look good for your age. Yeah, dude, I'm 37. My girl told me this yesterday. My little brothers are 30 and 31. They're both bald now. They had to like find like my one brother wouldn't accept. He went bald at like 28. Uh, both of them lost their hair. I got luscious locks, dude. Um, I did, and I've done drugs most of my life and fucking ruined my body with drugs and alcohol and fighting and doing crazy shit. Yeah, bro, right? I don't remember my 20s, man. Most of my 20s I don't have recollection of because I was blacked out drunk and on opiates and benzos every night. It was crazy, dude. But my here's why my skin glows. My girl just stares into my eyes and shit all the time, and it's kind of creepy because my eyes change color and shit. It's weird. Uh but I've been working on just little tricks like that, like changing my eye color and weird shit like that, and it works. If you do semen retention and fucking you stare at the sun 10 seconds when it's coming up, 10 seconds when it's going down, adorations to the sun, yoga, meditation, breathing techniques, lesser ritual, the pentagram, and lesser ritual, the hexagrams, and the 5 Tibetan rites of rejuvenation, and a lot of fasting, your skin will glow and shit. Your hair will be fucking gorgeous, and never use product in it. Soap and water, dude. You're perfect with all the things already. The only thing you need with like hygiene is soap and water and a rag. That is literally it. I learned that from a doctor when I was like 15, when all of my friends were getting like Accutane and all this like weird bullshit to like stop acne. And I had bad acne when I was a child, when I was 15. And I tried to pop there was 3 big ass pimples in a row right here under my eye, and I tried to pop it and they popped inwards. So all that shit went into the skin, and then it started getting bigger and bigger. So I went to the dermatologist and they were like, "Damn, bro." The guy was like, I was like, "Are you gonna put me on like fucking whatever everyone else is taking?" He was like, "Nah, fuck that shit." He was like, "Don't ever take any bullshit like that because it increases risk of suicide in teenagers, like acne medication. Go them. Uh, you don't like your acne, you're in a take a dirt nap." So I guess that works. You don't have to deal with acne anymore. So but soap, water, and a yeah, dude, he was base as a motherfucker, bro. You know why I have like a lot of based ass conversations and friends in high places is because I talk to people. I don't give a shit if I'm talking to, I don't know, some doctor or a complete fucking drunk bum on the side of the road. I give both the same respect. I sincerely don't look at the doctor or bum any different. I sincerely have no prejudice. I don't look at the bum any different than the doctor. Maybe I might look at the doctor with a little less respect because I know what it's like to be homeless and I know what it's like to live. Like, I'm not a doctor, but I have gone through medical school and worked in a doctor's office, and they're not all that, dude. They're not as smart as you fucking think they are, most of them. The best ones. And it's like, you just treat them like human beings, they'll treat you really good back. This is a universal thing. Treat everybody like a human being, and for narcissistic people, I'm talking true textbook DSM narcissists, they will not be able to stand. You won't be able to stand to be around them, and they won't be able to stand to be around you. So you have to not be around these people. But uh, if you act, I don't respect titles like you have to. If I call you doctor, you've had to earn that in my eyes. I don't call people by, if someone's a lawyer or a doctor or in the military or in the government that works for this or that. they're all they don't, their little titles I don't care for much. I don't care. I do not care. If someone starts talking to me about their past, the cool things that they did, I just walk away, dude. Uh, if someone tries it, because if I get the feeling that someone's trying to impress me by with something, I don't care what you've did in your past. Show me who you are as a person, just like by chilling out and having a conversation. And if people can't be like, if people can't like put down their ego of like what they think they are, and like you don't acknowledge how cool they are, they'll get offended. Like narcissists, like textbook narcissists will get offended that you have not, like the doc, like a doctor for instance, if you don't call them Dr. Stevens and shit. Validation vampires, I love that, bro. Yeah. I don't, yeah, when I feel like someone's like trying to be validated, don't validate that fucking prick. If the person like, oh, it's Dr. Stevens actually, and I walk in the guy's office and I'm calling him Bob and shit. It's actually Dr. Stevens, thank you. Oh, I know all I need to know about you, man. I don't need your services. I won't be paying a bill either. See ya. Peace. That's how I deal with doctors like that. Uh, and that's how I deal with anybody like that. Do you know me? I happen to have managed AC/DC cover band in 1982 to 1983. Ha ha ha! What? The fuck out of my face, you loser. But then I met a man who made millions and millions of dollars in the stock market, working on Wall Street in the 80s, and then he got to retire in the 90s, and now he's just been balling out of control ever since. Until pancreatic cancer struck him, and he ended up in a psych ward, and I was there too. And I don't sleep, so I was the guy up at like 4 in the morning at a table, and I had no idea who this dude was, but I knew that he needed some help, so I stayed up with him until like 10 o'clock, explaining to him what his trip was going to be like in the psych ward, what he could expect, and all that, and because he was freaking out. And he turned out to be like very wealthy, and he was a very unassuming guy, very hilarious, and we were good friends. Uh, he let me in on being his friend when he was a very private guy, and he treats me like we don't hang out a lot because we don't live in the same city. But just the fact that the dude keeps up with me and shit, because I was literally just I had empathy for him, and I did what I would have done for everybody, which was I helped him as much as I could. Like I gave him some of the meds that I had like not taken earlier. I gave him a Klonopin to calm the fuck down, and then I talked to him, and he talked to me about his past, like growing up and fucking up and being a crazy kid, and we exchanged stories about that kind of stuff. He never told me that he was like fucking crazy rich and shit, because he didn't need validation. He already was the man. And so, like, I don't know, man. Uh, but he would say funny shit though, like he would be like, because I was like I'm nice to everybody, bro. Like I really am. I'm a nice guy to people, and I look out for people. Like I still hold doors for women in public, and uh, I respect my elders in a weird way. Um, I have I have a southern code. Thanks, man. But like, yeah, dude, Southern. Well, it's like Southern, not hospitality. Yeah, Southern hospitality. Yeah, because my house is all my friends can know that they can come live with me if they ever had to. My house is always open to a bunch of people. If I'm living in a 1 bedroom shack, which is my goal, I want to just live in a 1 bedroom apartment with my girl. I don't want a house. I don't want shit. Because that's not what makes you happy, man. It's not going to make you happy. Having a cool pad, bro. It's not going to make you happy. Kissy Missy. That's some cool trolling, man. I don't know. What do you think of that, Dane? I don't know. That's awesome. I like that. Um. Anyways, like just because I was cool with the dude, like I don't know, I just became cool, like friends with yeah, me too. It's funny. I just became friends with like I become friends with like people that just tend to have a lot of like power and shit. And there's cool people that have power and money and shit, and they're not assholes about it, and they don't try to talk. I would rather not hear how much you have in your bank account because I don't care. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't make me respect you anymore. Like I don't care about people that have quote unquote power, ultimate power. Ugh. Because like I just don't care. I'm cooler than that. I'm cooler than you. That's my disposition is you have not proved to me anything. You've just told me that you're super dope. I, on the other hand, can prove a lot of things. It's like fucking crazy shit on videos that I've done. Uh, just crazy shit, man. I could do weird shit with. Yeah, I guess so, man. Recognize real recognizes real is what I'm trying to say. And people that are always trying to fake it till they make it are fucking losers. Stop talking to those people and don't give them any type of information or energy. Uh, People that make my fucking people that give me the ick. I immediately if I'm talking to someone and I they give me any kind of an ick, I immediately just stop talking to that person. I don't explain it. I don't say, hey, I'm sorry, I have that guy, I gotta, I just stop talking to that person. I will just walk away. If it's in public, I'll walk away from that person and leave them just thinking why, like talking, like yelling, wow, what's going on? Like I don't explain erratic behavior. I just do erratic shit to people to make them think, well, why? What? Why? What? Why? What did I say? Did he not think I was cool? Baby, my little princess. That's just you listening to your HGA. Yeah, that's just me being my HGA. Actually, it's different because I used to listen to my HGA. I've become my HGA, kind of, man. Uh, all right. So I'm gonna be going to my Telegram because my homies are all waking up and shit. Vinny, I'll see you there. Everyone else, if you don't have the Telegram, then sorry.